Hey, what's up, guys? Paul Hanna here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So, in this video, we're going to be building this out. This is our fourth video for our React-based personal portfolio project. Um, in our last video, we built the project section, and yeah, so now we're going to be moving on to building this out. So, if this is the first video you guys are seeing and you want to code along from the start, just go ahead and check out the URL to the playlist in the description below, and just start off with the first video there. And otherwise, let us get started. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be building a grid system with React MDL with two cells. So the idea is that as you guys saw in the introduction, we're gonna have we're gonna make two different columns. Well, two different one grid, two cells, each cell consuming 50% of the grid. So let's start off by importing grid and cell from React MDL. And inside of our return statement, remove the code that was there previously. And let's start off by putting in a div. Let's give that div a class name equal to contact body. Inside of that div, let's create the grid. Give that grid a class name of contact grid. Inside of the grid, we're going to create two cells. Each cell equaling a column of 6. Okay. And inside, let's just put in some text so we can see what it looks like. And go ahead and copy that over. Create another one. Alright. Um, so one thing that we are going to want to do is, so yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's go to fonts.google.com. I'm already here, but go to fonts.google.com, and we want to bring in two different fonts. Go to search here, and you're going to look for Anton, which is right here. Click the plus sign, and then Oxygen, which is this here. Go ahead and click the plus sign. And now this is something I already did, but you're going to take this link and you're going to add it into your index.html in the public folder in your head tag, within your head tag. I already did it here, but yeah, we'll just, so go ahead, you can put it under the Font Awesome link that we added in the previous video. Um, so let's go back to contacts. Now, the next thing we're going to do, so just to get some visuals going, we've got contact body and contact grid. So let's style them inside of our app.css file. So let's start off with contact body. We're going to do a margin auto, a background gray, which will be changed later. I just like to when creating our divs and columns and all that stuff, just to get a visual of the grids and how they look, I like to border them red and just give like a dark background color, so it's easy to see what's, how the layout's coming together. So let's do position is going to be fixed. The width is going to be 100%. The height is also going to be 100%. Justify content, let's do center. Padding top, I'll do 2 EM. Okay, so we got a gray background. It's not scrolling. And the idea now is to have this at the forefront. We'll make it white with a red border. So contact grid. And let's do a text align center. Let's do justify content center. Let's do a width of 80%. Let's do a height of 550 pixels. Let's give it a background of white. Let's give it a color of black. Let's give it a border, temporary border of 2 pixels solid red. And a margin bottom of 20 pixels. Let's see what comes about. Alright, cool for now. Let's see. Okay, so now we want to start styling the left side, which is going to be our name, avatar, icon, and a small paragraph below. So within this cell where it says half page, let's clear that out and start working inside of it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do an H2, and we're going to put, I'm going to put my name, you're going to put yours. We're going to put Paul Hanna, and it should show up. Some funnies going on. This thing's taking way too long to compile. Okay. Under the H2, let's add an image. It's going to be a self-closing image. Let's enter. So on each line we can give the attributes of this image, starting off with the source, src. Instead of taking you guys through the whole Google search, just bear with me and please type in this this URL. So src equals http, obviously in quotation marks, https://cdn2.iconfinder.com/data/avatar-2 /512 capital F R E D. I hope you guys aren't getting pissed off at me right now. Underscore man hyphen or dash, whatever you want to call it, 512 dash or period dot png. All right. Now our alt is going to be avatar. We're going to do some inline styling with it, equals double curly brackets, just to give it a height of 250 pixels. And let's see what happens. Come on. What's the deal? And there's that guy. All right. So now underneath the image, we're going to do a paragraph. And I don't know why my Emmet's not working. That's weird. Let's do some lorem ipsum. I got that up here. So just copy some filler text. We're going to paste it in there. Now, in the p tag, okay, we're going to do some inline styling. So, style equals double curly brackets. We're going to do a width of 75%, comma, margin, and then auto, comma, padding top. For those of you who might have never done inline styling with JSX, notice that yeah, we do the curly brackets within the style. defining the style, and we use instead of saying anything that usually has like two words with with a hyphen in between each word. um, it's treated as camel case when you're doing inline styling, um, or just doing your styles with JavaScript. So padding top is 1 em, and I think we should be good to go with that. Let's check it out after it's done compiling. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of that comma. That's unnecessary. So let's do a little bit of CSS now. Okay, so we've got our contact grid, and now we want to style certain elements within that grid. So we're going to do contact grid, and right now we're going to target that H2, which is my name. And all we're just going to do is font family and give it Anton sans serif. So that should just change the font here. Okay. We're going to do the paragraph contact grid P for paragraph. We're going to do a font family of oxygen sans serif, font weight bold. Okay. Um, and yeah, that's our left side for now. Okay. So now we want to work on the right side. This is a little bit funner. Clear out the half page text, and let's start working in between the cell tag, and let's start off with the H2 that says contact me, and underneath the H2 we'll do a HR, and let's style that HR. So we will do contact grid HR, border top is going to be 5 pixels dotted black, and the width is going to be 50%, and it's going to have a margin of auto. Alrighty, and there's that. So we're gonna bring in a list from React MDL. It's a simple list with icons to the left, and then your content to the right. So we'll just copy and paste this. This code here represents what's up top here, these 3 line items, and then we'll just customize it to our preference. So if we just bring it in, and underneath the HR, if we just paste it in, now we're gonna have to import some things, obviously. So let's go ahead and do that. After cell, comma, bring in list item, bring in list item content. I think that's the 3 that we need. Now it should render properly. There we go. And if we take a look, there we have it. Okay. Now we are going to make some significant changes to this list. All right. So let's start off by creating a div and giving that div a class name of contact list. Inside of the div, open it up and then take the entire list cut it, Command X for me, and paste it in there. And so now this is what we're gonna do. Let's start off with the top one. We're gonna use Font Awesome icons instead of the icons provided in this list, which are material icons. And so okay, so let's we'll do that later. Let's do an inline style, and let's do a font size of 25 pixels and font family of Anton. Okay. Just to divide it and see things more clearly, just push enter right here because we want to just kind of split it up. Okay. This is going to end up, we're going to use this list item as our phone number. So let's create an icon tag. So we got our I tag, and it's going to have a class name of FA. Remember, this is for Font Awesome. FA dash phone dash square. And aria hidden is going to be true. And we'll just put in a whatever, some random number, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. And let's just see how that turned out. Cool. This will change, don't worry, but that's what we've got for now. Actually, you know what? We can go ahead and start styling the icons. So I'll do that now. Contact list I to target the icons. Font size 66 pixels. You see how they're all scrunched up together, so we just want to give some padding to the right of that. Padding right 5 rem. Does that work? Yep, I think so. Yeah. Yeah? Was that right? Well, yeah, let's just keep going. Maybe the proportions look a little off, but hmm, I think we'll be fine for now. Yeah. Okay. Or maybe, what if we gave this a font size of 50? Oh, I like the 66 better. But anyway, let's just keep it moving. So the next list item, if you just want to copy this and see these other two list items, just paste over them. So delete them. Okay, so yeah, so clear out the other list items and just take in between both of the list item opening and closing tags and everything in between that, double space it just so we can see the lines. This should duplicate it over, and we should have 4 line items, which are duplicate. All right. So the second one, we're going to. Nobody uses a fax machine anymore, but for shits and giggles, let's do FA on the class name of the iTag, FA dash FA fax. Whatever, keep the same phone number in there. For email, do FA envelope, and replace that number there with just someone at example.com. And then we're doing Skype, so FA dash Skype, and you could just say my Skype ID. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that looks pretty solid. I think if anything, maybe we could take these 25 pixel font sizes and turn them into 30. I think that'll be more suitable. 30 pixels. Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, some margin. Okay, yeah, I think we're done here. So, obviously, we can get rid of the background color. So, let's get rid of that gray on the body. And let's get rid of the border pick, or the red border. And yeah, and there it is. All right. Um, so there we have it. That's our contact page, and now we're gonna move over. We're gonna move on to the resume. See you guys.